What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mama and Papa Joe. We're going to keep it simple today. Tri-tip like a brisket. Let's go. Here is a beautiful prime tri-tip. Fat cap fully intact. I've rinsed this off. It's going to require just a little trimming. It's got decent marbling, but man, I hate that they've sort of created a mohawk that I'm going to have to get rid of. But my pooch trooper is going to enjoy it. We're just going to do minimal trimming, get rid of things like this, even out this fat cap. But I definitely want this little bit of the mohawk removed. We're going to utilize the same principles as if we were cooking a brisket. You know, things like rounded corners, edges, even a fat cap to promote even cooking. This little point I'm going to knock off. I'm going to thin this out. So there we are. I'm satisfied with this. Still plenty of moisture on there, folks. We're going to keep our seasonings pretty simple today. Just that 1836 from Sucker Busters, that beef rub. Hearty, lots of large granules. I'm going to start on this fat side. Oh, yeah. We're going to go pretty heavy. That's beautiful. We're going to do a little cleanup and we're going to head outside and get that Traeger cranked up. Our tri-tip has a nice sweat going, man. Our Timberline 850 is preheated to 275 degrees. Let's drop her. Won't be a whole lot to this cook. We'll be back out here in a couple of hours to see what's going on. All right, we're a little over 2 hours. Let's see what we're working with. Man, that is looking pretty good. Got a little weepage, but that bark looks set nicely. Folks, this is a small piece of meat, so we're just a little concerned. There isn't a whole lot of moisture being kept in the chamber. So I'm gonna just hit it with a little water and apple cider vinegar. We're gonna be wrapping this right around that give or take 2 hours and 45 minutes or so. So we're looking at just about another 35, 40 minutes. Let's keep rocking. 3 hours and 5 minutes. And I think we're at that point now where we're going to wrap this. This is a 3.5 pound piece of meat. We've got to be pushing between 170 and 180 right now. Feels pretty good and hot. Let's get this wrapped. We've got a little beef tallow. I love using it to soften and moisten my butcher paper. Come right back in here. And we're going right back on the pit. All right, we're a little over an hour and a half wrapped, and let's see what we're working with, man. That probed pretty nicely. We're looking at 208, 209. All right, we are going to pull this probes well. Remember, tenderness trumps temperature. We're going to get this off of here and get it maybe a nice solid hour's worth of rest. All right, folks, it's been about an hour and a half, and this is how I rested it. All I did was just wrap it fairly loosely in this piece of foil and drop it in the oven. The oven was not turned on. About an hour and a half. Man, it feels nice and soft. Now, our grain is going to be running in a couple of different directions. With something like this, and then down here, we kind of turn. So I'm just going to be slicing this way till right about here. Then I'm turn. All right, folks, that's pretty nice, man. Got some good juices in there. Wow, look at that. That's some good juices. Nice and tender. Mm. Wow. Absolutely delicious. That 1836 did the trick. So we're going to turn now. We're going to stop right here and just turn. And we're going to start slicing in this direction. Folks, that's pretty right there. Folks, this is pretty tasty. Now I'm here to tell you, while it does have some flavor, I don't think it's as flavorful as a chuck roast like a brisket. But man, nice and tender, juicy. I like it. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Very simple cook. Tri-tip like a brisket, another success. Like I said, not quite as flavorful as a chuck roast, but I can see myself doing this. This is going to make some great sandwiches. Want to thank you guys and gals for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe. We absolutely appreciate it. Be on the lookout for another video coming very soon. In the meantime, Mom and I want you guys to take care of yourselves, love each other, and we'll see you when we see you. Holla.